Hey guys, Jacob here, the fishing technician, and I'm super excited about this video. It's actually going to be the first video I've ever done, and on top of that, I'm doing it on a mystery tackle box unveiling on my first mystery tackle box I've ever gotten. And to top that off, boom, Mystery Tackle Box Pro. Figured go big or go home. I've actually already opened this box up. Kind of was never good at Christmas presents, always trying to open them up early. So I know what's in here, but we're going to give it a rundown, see what we think about each bait. First thing, if you're not familiar with Mystery Tackle Box, it's a monthly subscription, or you can set up how you order it. They give you just a variation of different baits, hard plastic, soft plastic, some hooks and stuff like that. And honestly, overall, it's a great deal. You know, this one we got, I think it was $40 something worth of baits, and if you do the Mystery Tackle Box Pro, it's only $25. So definitely worth every penny. I suggest getting it. When you first open it up, first thing, they give you a nice little paper saying about your box. They give each of your baits, the price, what they are, all that fun stuff. Give you a little heads up. You also get a thing called the Dibble. They've got really good advice, tips, just different things about the fishing industry. And one of the things they gave me, which I'm actually really excited about, is the VMC Swinging Rugby jigs. And what makes these unique and why I'm so excited is it's got the jig head on it, but the jig head is actually kind of independent compared to the hook. So you actually thread it up through the jig head here, and anything you're going to throw, it's going to have a lot more action to it, move around a lot more freely, which again, I'm excited. Next thing we have in here, which again, I've already opened everything up, so it's not going to be pretty and in the box, is the Gary Yamamoto lipless crank. And I actually got the Sexy Shad color. And it's actually got holographic printed into it to help it be a little more reflective. This print in specific has actually been doing really well on the bodies of water that I've been fishing. So I'm actually excited about that. The next bait, which I think is going to be my biggest struggle, just because overall I'm not much of a jig person. It's actually, here, I'll put it here for you. It's the Buckeye Mop Jig. And this one's the brown one. Actually, it's called the Brown Mop Jig. Who'da thunk it? It's got a couple rattlers on there. So if you're ever just kind of bankrolling it, just give it a couple little, just barely any twitches. And that will put off a little bit of sound, help get a strike happening. It's got a bigger profile to it. So, again, overall, I'm not really a jig fisherman. It's something I personally need to work on. But we're going to throw it. We're going to see what we can do with it. Next thing is, excuse me, the Freedom Live Action Spinner Baits, which is this little guy right here, which is not so little. And what makes this really cool is it's got a removable hook. You just take it off from the head back here, if you can see it at all. And it says on the box that you can put anything from a 3/0 to a 6/0. So if you need to bulk it up and go for some bigger fish, it's definitely doable. The hook that it came with is the twist lock. So I can get that in there. And that's actually going to do a really good job if you've got trailers on there. Help put them on there. I've actually become more and more of a fan of twist locks. I think it's the Owner brand is what I've been using. I've noticed it really preserves the baits that I've been using. I throw a lot of soft plastic jerk baits, the Zoom flukes, and I've noticed without the twist lock, a lot of times you'll get that split right down the nose, and you know, after throwing that a handful of times, dozen times, even if the body of the fluke is still good, once that nose rips up, it's pretty much donezo. So with the twist locks, that actually helps that out a lot. Next thing, which I'm actually pretty stoked about, is the Megabass. Custom worm. This is actually a Japanese lure. The color, pardon if I'm saying this wrong, is the Uchida Zarigani. Just in case you're like, this guy's crazy, doesn't know how to say it, that's what it is. And it's, of course, Crawdad style. Red, like a maroonish color with a red flake in it. And this actually should do really well where we're at. I've noticed a lot of the fish that I've been catching have those red gums, which is usually a really good indicator that they're going for crawfish and any sort of shellfish, really. They'll stain their gums a little reddish color. So this should be able to pick something up. And last, but definitely not least, net bait. And I actually got the mini Kickin' Bee, and the color is the Bama Bug. See if we can get that up there. This, I haven't decided how I'm going to throw this really. Probably going to use that as a trailer, to be honest. I wanted to put it on my spinner bait, but in all honesty, it just really doesn't match. Maybe it does. I don't know. I might try it. We'll see. We'll see how froggy I'm feeling. But again, crawfish style. Feels like it's really durable rubber. I've never used the NetBait brand, but it's scented, it's salty, it's got the pork fat infused in it. So we'll see how it works. Something else I'm probably going to attempt, because we're going to be doing the Mystery Tackle Box Slam. It's going to be me, Sydney Sewell, and Jason Nance. So we're going to do like a little three-way competition. Should be pretty fun. So I think I'm going to do a little combo here, see if I can't knock out two birds with one stone. I feel pretty confident in the lipless crank. Again, I just know the color print works. So we'll see how it goes. But, alright guys, that pretty much wraps up the unveiling. Again, I just want to say thank you all out there. Again, I'm very excited. This is just the first of many videos. I know this was probably not the best, but we can only get better. And don't forget your happy dance.